Welcome to another Keeping It Real with Rob and Ning. Ning, this week we have a home run where reverse mortgage again comes and saves the day. If you're interested in reverse mortgage, you'll want to stay and listen to this story about Ben and Alice.
At mamaya, meron din tayong makabuluhang interview sa profiles kung saan malalaman po natin kung papaano tayo makakapag-ipon ng puhunan o sabihin na nating yaman para sa ating mga anak sa pamamagitan ng life insurance. O ito yung tinatawag nilang Gift for Life program.
That's right, Ning. Gift for Life is a really interesting new program that builds generational wealth for kids and grandkids. So parents and grandparents can spend a little bit today and build that generational wealth.
Wow, punong-puno ang episode natin ngayon, Rob. Pero bago yan, dito muna tayo sa news, views, and cues at pag-usapan muna natin ang mga kaganapan sa ating kapaligiran. Laman ng mga balita ngayon ang tungkol sa recession at meron tayong viewer, Robert. Ang pangalan niya si Joy, meron siyang tanong tungkol dito.
Hi Robin Ning, it's Joy. I've been hearing a lot about a recession possibly happening, and I was wondering, how can a recession affect all of us?
You know, Joy, that's a great question, and it's very relevant today. A lot of things are in the news talking about recession. Ning, you know, we've been through recessions, right? I mean, we've been in the industry for so long. We've seen the ups and downs, and we know what a recession is specifically. And really, the technical term of recession is where gross domestic product, which is all your goods and services in the country, go negative for more than 2 to 3 quarters, right? And so that's a slowing down of the economy.
Right, and because of that, yung mga interest rate nagtataasan, and I think, Robert, malaking factor din yung kaguluhang nangyayari, yung war na nangyayari outside of the country, right? Parang ang dami-daming mga unos na nangyayari sa atin, like yung pandemic, and now yung war, and now magkakaroon tayo ng recession. So parang it's a domino effect na bottom line, ultimately it's the consumers like us that will be greatly affected.
Yeah, and also, the Federal Reserve is trying to combat inflation. And so when you have all the factors you just talked about and they're raising rates, there is a good chance for a recession, right? Now, there are mild recessions, and there's, what we called in 2008 the Great Recession, not depression, but recession. And so there are things you can do to kind of protect yourself from recession, right? So if you have a lot of equity in your home, remember when they're fighting inflation, housing prices are part of that equation, right? So whenever they raise rates to lower inflation, like at the grocery store, more than likely houses are going to come down too.
That's
right? Hopefully not a lot, but we should expect it. And so, if you want to save your equity, go get a home equity line, go do a reverse mortgage, sell if you want to, find a house that better suits your situation. Do some things now before that recession sets in.
Yeah, and you mentioned yung reverse mortgage. Tatalakayin natin yan mamaya, right? Kung ano yung kagandahan na nagagawa ng reverse mortgage. So, I just would like to mention that in particular kasi ang reverse mortgage po, kung refinancing, remember, sa reverse mortgage, you can refinance or you can buy through reverse mortgage. At tayo po ay makakapag-refinance through reverse kung meron lang tayong enough na equity sa property. At yung equity na yon ay gawa po ng ating good economy. And so what Robert is saying, kung magkakaroon tayo ng bad economy, then yung equity na yon po pwedeng mawala po sa atin, and therefore ma-eliminate yung ating chances to be able to refinance through reverse mortgage. That's why it's very important for them to know.
Yeah, and also just real quick with reverse mortgage, because I want to get to some other things. There's two strategies. There's adjustable rate and fixed rate. As rates are going up, adjustable rate, in my opinion, could be a strategy to offset, because if rates climb too quickly, you get locked into a pretty bad rate.
Right. Very, very complex po ang nangyayari sa ating economy right now, and I'm sure you also heard that sa mga TV o sa newspaper. Right? Ang mahalaga, I believe, Robert, is for us to, yung awareness po natin, palawakin natin. Kasi, like what we've been saying, ang yaman po natin, especially for most of the Filipinos is yung ating property. And so let's not waste any opportunity that we have today and take advantage of that. Kasi po, you know, sometimes we just need to kind of like figure out on how we can navigate this
Right.
downturn sa ating economy, and as you hold on to it, minsan it's good that you will hold on to it, pero minsan we need to prepare ourselves bago dumating yung unos para po at least meron tayong madudukot o meron tayong magagawa before these things happen.
Absolutely. And if you don't own your home, get ready, right? Get pre-qualified, be in that holding position because you're going to have some buying opportunities if we do hit a recession.
Good thing you mentioned that, Robert, because I was about to say din na sa bawat pangit na nangyayari, meron pong maganda naman din. Kaya if we are first-time home buyers, maybe this is your year or maybe next year is your year. So you need to prepare for that. Kung hindi nyo po alam on how you will prepare yourself, we're here to help.
Yeah, again, we don't want a recession, but if you have questions about the recession, give us a call at 888-860-9530 or visit us online.
Or go to our website po and schedule yourself for a free consultation with either Robert or Ning, or visit our Facebook page, Get Real with Rob and Ning.
Don't go away. We'll be right back.
Kasi walang pwersahan na kahit na hindi ka magbayad sa reverse mortgage, magbayad ka or hindi, sa'yo yung bahay, sa'yo pa rin.
Save up to 50% on your electric bill with Sunrun. Use the QR code on your screen to ask about no upfront cost solar. Or text the keyword Rob and Ning to 888-807-1119.
Welcome back. Ning, I'm really excited to see this home run story about Ben and Alice.
Dati kasi ang paniniwala ng mag-asawa, 10 ng kanilang mga kaibigan, kapag sila ay naka-reverse mortgage, ang bangko o gobyerno ang may-ari ng bahay, hindi sila.
And you know, I'm glad we were able to clear up the misinformation and the misconceptions about reverse mortgage. And now they endorse it and they're very big believers in reverse mortgage.
Feeling ko tuloy, Rob, we were the ones who hit the home run. Narito po ang kwento ni Mang Ben at Aling Alice ng Gilroy, California.
Taong 2019, hindi mapakali ang mag-asawang Ben at Alice dahil sa taas ng interest rate ng kanilang tirahan at bahay na pinapaupahan.
Itong bahay na to, tapos may bahay pa kaming isa dito rin sa Gilroy, which is rental property. Yun ang negative.
Negative kami ng 500. Ganon.
5%, eh yung iba nasa 3% na lang. Bakit hindi kami ma-qualify? Oh, eh yung 5% na yun, laki nun. Mahirap din, mahirap yung nagbabayad ka rin ng kung ilang percent o 5%, tapos yung negative 500, we cannot afford life. Because ano na kami, yung retired na, saan kami kukuha?
3 mortgage company ang tinawagan ko. Hindi ako naniniwalang hindi ako makakwalify. Ganon.
May nakareserbang ipon ng mag-asawa, pero ayon sa pagkalkula ni Alice, bilang na bilang ang mga araw nila.
O ganito yung computation, hanggang 10 years na lang yung tatagal ng pera natin ganyan.
Minsan nga sabihin niya, 3 years na lang tayo dito, tapos wala na. Sabi ko, paano nangyayari yun? Kaya siyempre ako,
Ang iniisip
apektado.
ko, pupunta sa ibang lugar, kunyari Stockton, Las Vegas, o kaya mas mura yung ano doon.
Parang depressed ka kasi sarili mong pera, para bang you just giving it away. Paano kung buhay namin?
Humingi ng saklolo ang mag-asawa sa ating dalawang bida.
Nakilala ko si Ning tsaka si Robert sa Adobo Nation. Nakikita ko sa TV, marami silang natutulungan.
Natanto kaagad ni na Rob and Ning na reverse mortgage is the way to go.
Ako, ang paniwala ko sa reverse mortgage, pagka pumasok ka sa program na yan, mapupunta sa government yung bahay mo. Kahit na yung mga kaibigan ko, ganun din ang paniwala nila. Pero since na-meet namin si Ning at saka si Rob at pinaliwanag sa amin yung tungkol sa reverse mortgage, naunawaan ko lahat.
Sa iyo pa rin yung bahay na yun. Hindi totoo na mapupunta sa gobyerno o sa bangko yung bahay.
It's sad that we have to keep bringing up that theme to counter misinformation, right? But you own your property, you pass it on to your heirs, and it is a loan.
And it's interesting, Rob, because si Tita Alice po, parang ang kanyang security, she believes na yung kanya, for as long as meron silang pera sa bangko, nakakalculate niya actually kung ilang taon na silang mabubuhay, because of the money in the bank. Calculating your lifespan based on how much money you have in the bank is something interesting to me.
Well, that is what we call reserves, and reserves is different from cash flow.
Yes.
So you need to obviously have reserves, which she took care of, right?
Yes.
But you need to balance that out with cash flow. And
Yeah.
so the power of a reverse mortgage help a lot of people with retirement in the area of cash flow.
Right. So when they first call us, Rob, yung kanilang interest rate, actually they're thinking about refinancing kasi yung kanilang interest rate, yung kanilang primary residence na tinitiran is nasa 5% interest
Yeah,
rate.
pretty high.
And then, meron silang another rental property na more than 5% ang interest rate. And so they're paying a lot of money on those two homes. So yung isang rental property, they have rental income, kaya nga lang negative cash flow sila ng $500. So and what's the tricky thing about their scenario is kind of like because they have money in the bank, and so it's okay to pay additional $500
They felt
negative
secure
cash
about
flow.
doing that,
Yeah,
yeah.
so it's okay for some time.
Yeah.
Pero and this is the beauty, I think, of one-on-one consultation po, is to be able to figure out ano ba yung, marinig natin yung kanilang istorya and kung ano yung kanilang mga resources and maybe come up with a better plan and long-term solution, not just short-term, but long-term solution.
Yeah, they're very blessed in the fact they had a lot of equity to
Yeah.
work with, which is good, and that's that's to their credit of investing.
That's true.
But, balancing out their interest rate, balancing out their cash flow, really with the power of the reverse mortgage,
Yeah.
we were able to do that.
Yeah. So, when we run the numbers, when we made a plan, right, we need to make sure, Robert, na ma-meet natin yung kanilang two important goals. And one is yung to be able to live in this beautiful house
Yeah.
for the rest of their lives.
Right.
Kasi yung mga bata, they don't want to move anymore. The other thing is to be able to refinance the rental property and lower the payment para medyo maging cash flow sila.
Yeah, so let me see if I got this straight. With all those things that they wanted to accomplish, we lowered their interest rate,
Yeah.
we balanced out their cash flow, and they still have reserves. Is that correct?
Exactly.
So let's just be clear. Not everyone needs to reinvest in their home to do
Yes.
reverse mortgage. Most people don't. And that
Right.
was a choice for Alice and Ben,
Right.
was do we reinvest in our principal
Right.
to get down to the reverse mortgage, or do we invest in another property to build cash flow? And again, they made the right decision, right?
Right.
They lowered their principal, got that reverse mortgage,
Yes.
balanced out their cash flows, and maintained equity.
Right. The other thing that happened with the reverse mortgage, Rob, is yes, they brought in hundreds of thousands of dollars to lower chose to lower their mortgage balance. Nagkaroon po sila ng line of credit. So, because they chose to pay their mortgage po every month ng $2,000 a month. In reality, yun pong kanilang interest rate from 5%, nung mag-reverse sila, naging 2 point something % ang kanilang interest rate. Before the reverse mortgage, ang bayad po nila sa principal and interest is around $3,600 a month. Now, ang binabayaran lang niya sa interest is $1,300.
Wow.
And when she pays $2,000 a month because she can and she wants to do that, yung $700 po nun ay napupunta sa principal kaya nagkakaroon siya ng line of credit.
Yeah.
At yung line of credit po na yon, to date, I believe, meron siyang mga more than $10,000 line of credit na tumutubo. So kung ano yung interest rate ng loan, siya din pong interest rate na ginagamit para lumago yung line of credit na yon at magagamit niya ulit yon.
And that's another source of reserves.
Reserves,
She's
yeah.
got cash, and now she has a line of credit that's building. So, you know, it's a much better plan for them. They're more secure, and it's just it's a good outcome.
Lubos yung pasasalamat namin. Thank you very much for Rob and Ning sa tulong na binigay niyo sa amin.
Ay nako, nawala na kami ng problema. Nawala na kaming utang. Ang ganda-ganda ng credit namin ngayon. Excellent.
Nag-iisip na kung saan
Magbakasyon.
bakasyon, using the current money that we have.
Bakasyon kami lagi.
Kaya yun, enjoy lang ang buhay. Kaya mga kaibigan, mga kumpare ko, reverse mortgage tayo. Yan ang suggestion ko lang. At kay Rob and Ning po tayo. Tawagan natin siya or you guys can call us para ma-explain din namin sa inyo yung talagang na-experience namin sa kanila tungkol sa reverse mortgage.
Pwede na kami mamasyal-masyal. Magkasi-kasino.
We want to thank Alice and Ben for opening their home and sharing their story.
And sana po, hindi lang kami ang na-inspire ng story nila, but more importantly po, yung tayo pong mga viewers na marami tayong mga haka-haka na naririnig about reverse mortgage and they can testify. Actually, I heard him saying na if you have questions about reverse, probably they can help you guys understand.
Well,
what
let's
it
get
is
them on the
really.
payroll.
If you give life insurance to a child or grandchild when they're young, then it builds very, very efficiently. By the time they're an adult, they have money that they could use tax-free for a down payment on a house, a car, college tuition, stuff like that.
Use the QR code on your screen to ask about no upfront cost solar. Or text the keyword Rob and Ning to 888-807-1119.
Hi guys, it's Rob here, and I want to talk to you today about how to shoot a three-pointer in basketball and how to balance with a reverse mortgage. Many of you have a reverse mortgage and you're worried about how you're going to leave assets to your kids. And I'm saying you can balance that with a good life insurance plan. So while you're not making payments on your reverse mortgage, you can spend a little bit on a life insurance policy. So when you pass, the life insurance policy will give your heirs a tax-free death benefit that'll take care of them while you're living today with a reverse mortgage. You can balance it. It's a lot less expensive than your mortgage and you're still taking care of your kids. It's a great way to take care of your kids and have a reverse mortgage. Number one, a reverse mortgage is a great, powerful tool for those who are retired. Secondly, you can balance with life insurance the effects of the negative amortization of the reverse mortgage. And number three, find a good life insurance person to build that plan for you to balance it out. So just like a three-pointer, you need to stay in balance.
Siguro po nagtataka kayo dahil naririnig ninyo sa usapan namin ni Robert yung salitang line of credit sa reverse mortgage. Sa line of credit ng home equity conversion mortgage o yung reverse mortgage, ang line of credit po is a part ng first loan. Hindi po siya second loan, pero you will have the ability to get a line of credit. So ang kaibahan po nun, because it's just one loan, kaya po yung interest rate ng line of credit is the same kung ano yung interest rate noong utang. And ang kagandahan pa po nun, kung let's say ang interest rate natin is 3% doon sa utang, yun pong ating line of credit tumutubo ng the same interest rate na 3%. Kaya po yung potential ng line of credit na lumago is very possible. Sa HECM line of credit po, the more you pay down the principal, the more na nagagamit nyo ulit yung pera na yon as a form of line of credit. So halimbawa po, pinay down nyo yung principal ninyo ng 50,000. Babalik lang po sa inyo yung pera na yon as a form of line of credit, meaning you can use it again nang hindi ninyo kinakailangang mag-refinance. Kung ang tanong po natin, do I need to be pre-qualified or do I need to be qualified based doon sa property equity? Sa line of credit, yes, of course. Kasi po, that's the only way we can borrow is kung gaano kalaki yung equity natin sa property. Do I need to be qualified based on income? Sa line of credit ng HECM, no. Hindi po kayo kinakailangang i-qualify based sa income. Do I need to be qualified based sa credit? Do I need to have a good score? Sa line of credit ng HECM, no. You don't need to have good credit. Do I need to pay my monthly payment? Sa line of credit ng HECM, no. You don't need to pay monthly on that debt. Does the line of credit earn interest? Yes. Tumataas o lumalago yung inyo pong line of credit kasi tumutubo siya based dun sa interest rate na nakuha ninyo from applying for a HECM. Can I lose my line of credit if the market crashes? No. Hindi nyo po siya malulose. Hindi mawawala ang inyong line of credit kahit bumagsak ang real estate market. So maybe po you will ask, so paano ako mako-qualify dito? Well, obviously, you need to be 62 and older para po ma-qualify tayo sa HECM line of credit and you have enough equity sa property para po magawa natin yung type of loan niyon. But remember, you can refinance through HECM LOC and you can also buy through HECM LOC. Noong nakaraan, dito sa profiles, we talked about yung maraming misconceptions about life insurance at yung iba't ibang paraan na maaaring gamitin ng life insurance throughout a person's life.
That's right. And today we thought we'd bring back our insurance expert back to the show to share this new program or exciting program called Gift for Life by UBIS.
So, make sure po na i-scan ninyo yung QR code na nakikita nyo sa screen at i-text nyo po yung gift dun sa number para po kung meron kayong mga questions kasi we have a very interesting topic that we will talk about with TJ here.
That's exactly right. TJ, welcome back to our show. So let's just get started. What is this idea about Gift for Life through life insurance?
Yeah, so first off, thank you guys so much for having me again.
Absolutely.
It was very fun last time. So Gift for Life, what is it? So over at UBIS, something that's very important for us is helping our clients build generational wealth, like wealth that you can pass on from generation to generation, right? Sometimes people call it leaving a legacy.
Right.
So in most people's minds, they think life insurance, it's just for adults, right? Adults get it, and if when they pass away, they give life insurance to their children. But here's the other thing, you can also give life insurance to a child or grandchild. And you think, what does that do, right? Because children aren't working, you don't need to replace their income. But we talked last time about something called cash value, right? And cash value is like an alternative savings plan that you build in your life insurance. If you give life insurance to a child or grandchild when they're young, then it builds very, very efficiently. So when they're young and by the time they're an adult, they have money that they could use tax-free for a down payment on a house, a car, college tuition, stuff like that.
Okay, so let me just understand this because I'm a lola now, a grandma, and I have almost a year-old apo, a grandbaby. So are you saying that I can get my grandbaby a life insurance?
You absolutely could,
Now?
and I would suggest it as well. And so, right, so one, it builds cash value, so you build savings for your child. It's a great start for them. But also what it does is it guarantees insurability for them. So we can't tell the future, right? If you get your child life insurance now, and in their teens, right, we don't want this to happen, but if they get some sort of health concern, you've already gotten them life insurance, then they're guaranteed insurability for their life, which is very important.
And you mentioned earlier, that I can also transfer that to her parents?
Absolutely. At any point in time, you can transfer the ownership over. So can I tell you a quick story about
Sure.
why this interests me?
Yes.
So the reason I got into life insurance in the first place is my mom got me a gift for life when I was about 14 or 15. When I was 14 or 15, I didn't know what it was. I was busy playing video games and going to high school. But when I turned about 21 or 22, my mom transferred ownership to me. I saw how much of an investment she had already started for me. It meant so much to me that I want to tell everyone about it.
You said she gave it to you or she started it when you were 14?
Uh-huh.
Let's say, like you said before, if she started when you were like 1 or just a newborn baby, how would that have benefited her?
Yeah, so right now, me and my wife, we're looking for a house in the East Bay area, right? And so I'm thinking about down payments and mortgages. If my mom had started, I thank her for starting it at 14. Most people don't do that. But if she had started it when I was 0, I would have enough money to pay for a down payment on a house tax-free. How powerful is that?
Wow. So just those 14 years, the earlier you get started, you're saying the more powerful it could be.
Absolutely, right? The older you get, the more expensive life insurance is. So if you start a life insurance plan when a child is 1 or 0, it's so efficient. It grows very, very efficiently for them.
Let me just explain po sa ating mga viewers na this is a very interesting topic na alam ko po meron kayong mga questions maybe running in your mind. So don't forget to scan the QR code and text GIFT dun po sa number na nakikita ninyo. Because I think, Rob, I'm sure if people will only understand the power of the Gift for Life program, like what you're saying, and to give understanding to people in very educational information, that is something to consider, especially yun pong insurance, as we all know, it's tax-free money.
Yeah, this is a topic that's hard to explain in, 5 minutes or so.
It is.
I know that UBIS, they hold like seminars and stuff to show them exactly how this could benefit them.
Yes, so we'll be holding workshops. Around the Bay Area to start in California, but we're hoping to have workshops all over. So if anyone out there is interested in joining a workshop, you can scan the QR code, give us a call, and let us know you're interested, and we'll show you all the places we're going to be holding them. If they're not in California, they're in a different state, they can always call us. We can set up a Zoom meeting. Maybe we can come to their state and do a workshop. We would love to do that.
So you're saying that this can be done all over the country?
Yes, absolutely. So we can do these workshops anywhere. We're doing them free. And, because we want to build a good relationship with our clients. We're not just trying to sell them something.
Yeah.
We want to help them build their own financial future.
Guess what, TJ? I'm sure you're going to be helping Ning real soon.
Yeah,
with a Gift for Life.
I would love to.
Yeah, absolutely.
Show me the plan.
I know how impactful it can be, so absolutely.
TJ, thanks again for coming on. We'll have you on again. There's some great topics that we want to fully explore. So thanks
Absolutely.
again.
Thank you guys so much.
Thank you, TJ. So if you have any questions for us, give us a call at 888-860-9530. You can visit us online.
Or you can go to our website po and schedule yourself for a free consultation with either Robert or Ning, or visit our Facebook page, Get Real with Rob and Ning.
And don't forget to tune in next week for another Keeping It Real with Rob and Ning. Until then, bye.